Construction is decent, the finish is decent. It's a chromed finish, as you can tell. There's no obvious seam lines. In fact, Marushin have done a very good job on this, even right around the bottom of the handle base, just around there near the inlet valve. Absolutely nothing going on there. No seam lines. The lever is nice and crisp, it locks firmly into position. The barrels have got a decent amount of play to them. Left and right play minimised, but obviously when it opens and closes it feels nice and smooth. It feels like it's actually well made. Doesn't feel cheap, it doesn't feel tacky. The barrels, okay, the outers here, I'm pretty sure it's metal. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. But it feels and looks for all the world as if it is metal, as does the main outer shell. The trigger is definitely metal, as is the hammer. Okay, it's an interesting gun. Disassembly, take away the two screws here, the flat heads on the grips. Take away that small screw there, and take away that small screw up the top there. This will then allow you to do this. Okay, that's gone off, take that away. When that's gone, you literally just push down on that. This inner barrel assembly here will just slide straight out and you can access the hop rubber. There's a hop rubber in each barrel, okay, and it's preset hop. The hop works best with 25s. 20s, they're very erratic and they fly everywhere. It's your selector lever, or your opener lever I should say. I say selector, safe position. And then you have fire position. Literally if that gets loose, just tighten it. It's a flathead screwdriver. The only trademarks on the gun are there, made in Taiwan. That's literally all it is. Sights, very simple arrangement. Okay, just a front post and a notch. I'll go do some shooting. Okay, this is the shooting part of the review. As you can see, center frame, there is a small pole and a bird bath. They're about 15 meters away. And I'm using this little beastie, using 25, okay, I'm using .25s and I'm using 134A, so I'll zoom that back in. I'm going to go for the pole on the first shot. I've only got 10 shots, remember it's a 2-shot gun, so there'll be a pause whilst I reload. Missed. Hit. And as you can tell, the distance, for a gun this size with an inner barrel that's less than an inch. That's really not bad. Okay, so bear with whilst I reload. With that, I'll show you. What I like to do is I like to push it down so it's past there. It shoots a bit better if you do that, because the hop nub picks up on it more. Fountain. So as you can tell already, accuracy at 15 meters, not bad for a gun this size. The range is pretty reasonable too. This is 25s on 134A, remember. I should be developing with 20s on 134A about 200 feet per second. Okay, last two. I'm going to go one for the fountain, one for the pole. Pole coming up first. Hit. Fountain. One over the top. But as you can tell, at that range, using something this big, not bad at all. Okay, performance wise, you're looking at about 30 meters maximum range. Although I've had a couple of flyers which have actually gone past that and they've gone out at 40 meters. The hot rubbers are very effective and you should be using 0.25, okay? Not 0.20, because it will go everywhere. What I found the best thing to do if you want to get better range from the weapon is to put the BB in and then push it down a little bit further, push it past where it's supposed to seat, so it's forward more on the hot nub. That way you get a much nicer release on the BB and it travels further, I found. Okay, it's a very simple piece of equipment to operate. Just cock, fire, single action. The only reason I've got it is as a humiliation weapon really, just to take the mick in CQB, and also I find it's nice as a collector's item. The fit and finish is, you know, excellent. It's a really good fit and finish. There's no wobble at all, the weight's good, and everything about the weapon seems to be remarkably solid. And it's just a very neat little gun. And I recommend one to anyone who's looking for something novel or as a collector's item. I'll just do a weight comparison on my M9. Okay, this is a weight comparison. First up we've got the Derringer, unloaded. 220 grams exactly. And now I'm going to weigh up an HFC M9. This is the M190 series. This is the one with the automatic function, okay? This is unloaded as well, magazine in. 1052 grams. So you can tell already, whilst a Derringer is not particularly light for its size, compared to a normal regular semi-automatic handgun, you're looking at it being about a fifth of the weight. Here's a size comparison for you up against a ruler, okay? Now, in centimeters, overall length of the gun from the muzzle actually back, okay, to the edge of the grip. Yeah, now you're looking at 130 mil, so 13 centimeters. Okay, really not a very big gun. And if you want to compare it to an M9, it's literally dwarfed by the M9. The M9 is colossal in comparison. There really is absolutely no comparison in size. If you want something like this, what you can do is get a fingerless glove and put it inside of your glove, okay, if you're playing an assassination game in CQB, and then you can literally just do that and it will fire. I've seen it done. There's a guy up at Bristol Airsoft who's done that in the past, and it's an interesting bit of kit. Other than that, really you're only limited by the fact that it's just a single action and it's 2 shots, and that's literally it.